It's P.NUT the General, too new of the podcast. You keep your body clean, man. Yeah.
Being really comfortable with all the attention. You know what you're trying to say.
Do what you do, baby.
Yeah, I want congrats. I seen to come up through the mud. You feel me?
Real.
Yeah. I'm saying, like I said, I used to be top. I'm one of the ones. When that nigga said he had a phone, his whole juice, man, I'm looking at the screen like preach. Cause I was on the phone with him. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that he getting up there and keeping it all the way funky. He ain't what them little niggas be saying. He ain't cloud chase. He ain't capping. He ain't doing none of that. Like, he ain't trying to make himself look. You know, he let his legacy speak. I like that shit. Like, let your legacy.
Y'all already know what it is. You heard me? It's P.NUT the General, too new of the podcast. You keep your body clean, man. Yeah. We shine everybody. You heard me? Now, it's a little earlier than what I usually go, but we here. So we shine. You heard me? I got my people here. He ready. You heard me? I'm going to let him tell his story because it's his story. You heard me? Man, come on, man. Hold on.
Man.
Yo.
Oh, okay, I'm on. Okay, bet.
We
Can
on,
you
we
hear me
on. You heard
clean?
me?
You
We
hear me
live,
clear?
we live. So you want shout your people out first, you heard me? Or you want to get straight into the interview?
Hey, man, I feel like how they do it, especially when the news crew come to the hood. Hey man, let me shout out Lil Pookie. Let me shout out my nah, for real, on me. Now you gotta love our people, cuz straight up.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
I gotta shout out God, man, cause he keeps showing up and showing out on the haters. You feel me? So you gotta salute to him, and then salute to my girl, cuz on me, cuz my girl be holding the nigga down
That's a
on
fact. That's
me.
a fact, you heard me? So St. Louis, huh?
And everything else, like the loot, that's secondary. You know what I'm saying? But everything else, you
Now I'm
feel me?
saying
My
that's
kids,
where you
you feel
from.
me?
You from you
Shout out
you
to
you
them.
from St. Louis, right? You from St. Louis, huh?
Yeah, the
Yes,
dirty.
sir.
You
Vinny
heard me?
VICCII. Well, we call them
Yes,
V
sir.
double down here. You heard me? That's my people. You heard me? So for New Orleans and the surrounding area, you heard me? Won't you tell us
On
how it
me.
is coming up in the loop? You heard me? Is it dangerous? Is it country? Is it quiet? Niggas living like that. How is it coming up in St. Louis, B double?
So, I can give you a perspective, man. Shout out to you, Nut too, cuz. Well, I can give you my perspective, cuz basically, if you've seen one, you've seen them all. You feel me? But basically, it's a beautiful city, cuz really beautiful. It's a lot of attractions here. You can find a lot of connects here. It's a lot of opportunities out here. You just got to keep your nose clean
That's a
on
fact.
me
You hear me? That's a fact.
because you
So
could get caught on the wrong place, just like it is out there.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I call it different thugging. You know what I'm saying? I don't really compare pain. Niggas be like, oh, my hood, this, your hood, that, woody woo. It's pain everywhere, you heard me? And all of us know what pain feel like and going through it. And shout out to everybody from a underdeveloped community. You know what I'm saying? We know what y'all going through. Shout out to y'all, you heard me? So getting into this music, right? You heard me? Before you put the pen to the paper, you know what I'm saying? What artists did you listen to, you heard me? And was that your only inspiration to start the music? You can hear me? Yo. Oh, he didn't froze up, you heard me? All right, so while he must have got a call, you heard me? But while he get the technical difficulties, let me see. Yeah, he got a
People in
call.
my hood
Oh, there we
first
go.
rapping, really. You know what I'm saying? And then as I
Wait, hold up.
developed like
Start
a taste, and I
start over.
started listening
V
to the
double.
radio.
Wait, hold up. V double.
On
You
me.
cut off. You heard me. We didn't hear nothing you said. You heard me. You got to start over. You dig? You must have got a call or something.
The
Yeah,
root.
man. You
So
getting a
like
call. You getting called.
it started with my pops. My pops was like a singer, and my pops be singing in church, and he was trying to train us to be his background singer. So
Mm,
my brother, my older brother, he was like into the rap, and he was like, we from the Midwest, so he was in the Bone Thug shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I just listen to him, and then at school, I heard like niggas rapping and stuff like that. You feel me? I wasn't into
yeah.
it quite then, but as I started developing the taste, and I started listening to the radio.
That's a fact.
So
That's a fact.
all now going to the goats. Uh, you know,
You gotta be in a bad spot. I apologize, y'all, for the technical difficulties. You hear me? But we all live. I don't like that pre-recorded shit. You hear me? So when we having technical difficulties, we having technical difficulties. Me, all of us. You hear me? But you know what I'm saying? I could talk my shit and keep it going. You hear me? So that's Benny VG. We call him V double. I call him V double. You understand me? St. Louis native representing. You hear me? You know, he either getting a call or he in a bad spot. You know what I'm saying? He in the loop. It's different weather, you know what I'm saying? Different connections. Yo, you back?
hey, yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
you you cut off. You
Can
you
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 hear
you
me?
getting a call, huh? People calling your phone, huh? Yep. I see your Bree baby was on with it. You hear me? Going through these technical difficulties with y'all. Well, y'all going through these technical difficulties with me. You hear me? But like I say, you hear me? We in this thing, you hear me? Hopefully we could get past the technical difficulties. You dig? He probably in a bad spot, you hear me? But I see you breathe, you hear me? What's on with it? How you been, you hear me? Y'all already know what it is. Yep. Let me see. So why I got this downtime, right? March 22nd, y'all. March 22nd, you hear me? I will be hosting the Feed a Million Build a Buzz project, you hear me? Man, I got artists from all over the country coming, you hear me? I'm hosting it, so you know it's there we go. You back? Yo,
On me, on me.
you you
I was trying to see what was
you
up with the load.
yeah, it's
That shit
cutting out,
remind
you hear me? Look, we ain't here. Boom, there you go again, you hear me? You might gotta get in another spot. People keep calling the phone, you hear me? It's either one of the there we go. You can hear me now?
yeah, on me.
All right. So, all right, we got to take it back. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a little technical difficulties. You heard me, and you was cutting out. You heard me. So we got to take it back to the when you were who influenced you. You heard me. Now we heard Pops. You heard me, and he started off singing in the church, and he was trying to get y'all as the backup, right? All right. So
Yeah.
boom, start from there for us. You heard me.
You said that's where you left off at?
Yeah, start from that. Yeah, you probably in a bad spot. You hear me? I was
Yeah.
just about to
So
tell
I
you.
mean, after like the regular life, then yeah, I just moved. I'm trying to
Yeah,
get
I was.
closer to the
Yeah,
Wi-Fi to see if that me.
that's a fact. So, you say pops was grooming y'all to be the backup, right?
Yeah, to be his backup singer, to
That's
be
a
his
fact.
backup
That's
singer. And
mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? We was we doing that. My older brother was in the hip hop. Like I say, he in the Midwest rap. So he was in the Bone Thugs. You know what I'm saying? Just shit like that. And then as I went to school, you know what I'm saying? I was hearing niggas rap. And one of my homeboys asked me to freestyle. He was beating on the table. And me and him started cutting up. And like I just sat back and thought about it afterward. I was like, damn, I wasn't that bad. You feel me? went home and made a song that day.
That's a fact. You heard me. So, when you from that point right there, you heard me.
But
Did you start off? Did you?
the people that hold on, the people that influenced me. My bad, I ain't get to the people that influenced
You
me.
good? You good?
The regular goats like Wheezy. Shouts out, huh? No, I'm saying shouts out to Wheezy. Shouts out to Big Boy now, Andre Three Stacks now, Ti. I ain't gonna lie, cause Atlanta, they got some hard ass rappers, cause no cap.
Yeah,
But
fact. That's
yeah,
a
all of
fact.
the goats.
That's a fact. So coming up, R&B, you know what I'm saying, Pops was singing in the church, you heard me. Was that a hard transition from, I guess, R&B to hip hop? You say you went wrote something that night, right? Did you jump straight off being in the game, V double, or
Mm,
you had to catch stride, you know what I'm saying? Did you start off cool, you heard me? Or you kind of had to catch your stride with, you heard me? Keep it real with this V double. Keep it real.
okay, so you know how it be. Like you get nicknames in the street. So I ran through a few of them. There's people know me from a bunch of different aliases. You feel me? I came up with Vinny V whenever I moved back to St. Louis from Georgia, and then I changed my name to Vinny V because I've been through so many trials. I was like, man, you know what? I came, I conquered. You feel me? And I
That's a
thought about
fact.
that with Julius Caesar, like Vinny Vici, and I was all like, shit, I came, I conquered. That sounds like a name, Vinny Vici. You feel me? So I just started
That's a
running with
fact.
that. You feel me?
That's a fact. So you mentioned some of the greats. You heard me, some legends. You see what I'm saying? And we got a lot of artists today that we
I don't
being
know if it got
served
a
on.
lag on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just keep going. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But I already know how the show go.
You can hear me though, right? You can hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I thought we was lagging for a second.
Oh yeah, we good. We good. You can hear me though, right? Yeah, man. Like I said, y'all, I apologize. But y'all put it. I see you, baby. You heard me. I had hit you up, man. But hit me out. I'm gonna hit you when I get off the live, though. You heard me. But like I was saying, you dig. Yeah, March 22nd. You heard me. I got artists coming from all over the country. You heard me. It's going down. You know what I'm saying? It's a workshop. You heard me. Major. He gonna give us the game. You know what I'm saying? He gonna drop jewels. We gonna make some jewelry. You heard me? Then we gonna tear it down, man. We got Sauce in the building, we got Levy in the building, we got me in the building, we got my artist Najee in the building, we got Tent Born and Najee, you heard me? We got Styles Dem, you heard me? We got Lil Z, you understand me? We got Lil Slam, you heard me? It's going down. I'm gonna shout y'all out in the comments, you heard me? Cause y'all still here, you heard me? Was y'all brief? Was y'all put it, you heard me? With sound um F Ephraim. You heard me? If I fuck that up, my bad. You heard me? I'd be liking to put some respect on y'all name. You know what I'm saying? And GGM Don. You heard me? We sharing with all y'all. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for going through these technical difficulties with me. You heard me? He must be in a bad spot. Like I say, man, we on live. You heard me? I don't do the pre-recorded shit. You heard me? Everything real. Ain't nothing scripted. So, you know what I'm saying? If I'm going through technical difficulties, you heard me? We going through technical difficulties, you heard me? But I ain't gonna give up, you heard me? And let's hopefully he could come back. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's Benny Beachy from St. Louis, you heard me? You know what I'm saying? He telling us how it is. You dig? Telling us how he come up. You heard me? Where the name came from and where the game. Oh, there you go.
Bruh, I don't even
Yo,
know how this shit working right now. Hopefully I'm close enough to the internet.
it looked clearer, and I can hear you clearer. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
It's all gravy. You heard me. So,
on me.
what we left off with, you heard me, was you mentioned some of the greats, right? You mentioned Wheezy and some of
Yeah,
the rest, right? And we got a lot of artists here
yeah.
right now that we being served on our plate. V double, what are you bringing to the game? You heard me, that makes you different from any other artist that's already out.
What do I like that's out right now?
Nah, I said you named a lot of the greats, you know what I'm saying? The artists that been doing this for a long time, you heard me? Then we got a lot of the new artists, young up and coming talent, you heard me? What are you bringing as an artist that's different from what we previously being served on our plate, you heard me?
Ooh. I mean, from my perspective, dog, I got good taste. So anything that I put you on, you might not fully like it, but you can say, okay, I think somebody will like it though. It's just not for me.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So yeah, I'm bringing basically I'm bringing a hybrid of everything. Like basically like what they saw with Drake, but like what you ain't seen before.
That's a fact. You hear me? That's a fact. So do your music, right? When the viewers and the listeners go check you out, right? Is there a message? Is there a picture that you're trying to paint? You know what I'm saying? Is there a certain way, a point that you're trying to get off to your listeners in your music? And if it is, you hear me, what exactly is that point that you're trying to get off to your viewers and your listeners? You hear me?
I guess if I could sum up like majority of the stuff I write about is basically be about it's better to like use your mind, dog, than be out here like slugging and not like because you could be thugging, but you just gotta do it smart. You feel me?
Mm, that's a fact. That's a fact.
At
You
the
hear
same
me?
time, I'm
So,
not. You know what I'm saying? I don't condone anything negative, but like most of my music, like for instance, like I made Huddle Up. You know what I'm saying? I made Holly Tree. You know what I'm saying? Like these are like introspective type songs that you know what I'm saying. Basically, like I just say, like it's basically thought provoking. So you basically want to just like when you hear my music, just be like, yeah, like okay, he trying to bring the message of like, yeah, use your head, little nigga,
yeah,
because
that's
that's
a
what I
fact.
had to learn.
That's a fact.
Because
That's
a
a
hard
fact.
head
So,
make a soft ass.
that's a fact, you heard me. So you took us back to when you first started, you heard me. How long have you been doing music total, you heard me?
So, and like I say, man, if you watch Michael Jackson American Dream, it ain't documented. My shit was similar. So like I like basically like I say, I was 2 years old. Like I got VHS tapes cause me just just like singing and dancing like embodiment of hip hop. Like I know how to do all that shit, whether it's beatboxing, break dancing, rapping, whatever it is. You feel me? Like
That's a fact.
so basically, yeah. If you ask what I'm bringing basically a table. Feel me?
That's a fact, you heard me. That's
Some
a
people
fact.
bring the fork. Some people bring plates. Some people bring dishes. Some people bring like they little forks and knives. You feel me? I bring a table too.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So when you bring that table, right? When you sitting down, you heard me, you putting that pen to the paper, you heard me. If you can, do you have a certain style of rap? You heard me? Are you a hip hop artist? Are you a gangster rapper? Are you a conscious artist? Are you an R&B singer? You know what I'm saying? If you could put a definition on the way that you do it when you do it, you heard me? What would that be, V double?
It's funny, dog. So like somebody was telling me that I should get in the lane, but I was telling them like the paradox of that is people tell you not to be in the box. So I'm sitting
Mm,
back like, okay, shit, like I do rock and roll, I do hip hop, Afro beats, jazz, gospel. I do everything. So like for me, and then my songs too, or uh like I want to say advanced. You know what I'm saying? For like hopping this out of a different genre. So it's like yeah, like I want to like put myself in a box and say like I'm a rapper or like what everybody be saying. Nah, I'm a rock star. You feel me? Because I'm definitely
yeah.
all of it. You feel me? Whenever I pull up, you
Mm,
go automatically know. Oh, this nigga must rapper son, or this nigga must fucking yeah. I got my guitar. You feel me? Her name Angelica. You feel me?
I see it. I
On
see it. You
me.
heard me? That's a fact. That's a fact. So, you know what I'm saying? What does the music do for you personally, the double? You heard me? I know you said the the picture that you're trying to paint for your listeners, right? But for you, you know what I'm saying, personally, you heard me. What does the music do for you personally? Is it a type of therapy? Is it a voice? You know what I'm saying? Is it a way to get your point across in a creative way? What does the music do for you personally? You heard me, B Double?
So, I mean, I know you heard this question before. You heard some answers, so you just said them answers and all of that. And also, I seen a post the other day too, where somebody was like, um, where what they say? They said, what's the best way to escape from reality, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And like, I guess kind of like that, dog. Like I built like experience in my music to where it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like trance music. Now that I think about it, when they telling me to label it, dog, I should label my shit trance, cause I be going hip hop, R&B, pop. But I should go trans, dog. Cause you put that shit on, you got to put on your 3D glasses.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
On
So
me.
you say you've been doing this since two. You heard me? You a 80s baby. You heard me? That's a long time. You know what I'm saying? You speak with so much enthusiasm though when you talk about the music. You heard me? Your love for the music. You know what I'm saying? From you doing it a long time. You heard me? Is your love for the music the same as it started off? You heard me? Does it get tiresome? Does it get repetitive? You know what I'm saying? Your love for the music. You heard me? Speak on that for.
And that's those are critical points too, cause you know it's kind of a polarity with it. It's like, yeah, I do love it. Do I like doing a business? Mm, yeah, and yeah and nay. You know what I'm saying? Because I like being a business owner, but at the same time, though, that don't mean nothing. But you know what I'm saying? I gotta write some shit off, type shit. You feel me? So it's like, okay, well, shit. Like I still, like I guess, kind of in the nutshell, you asked me like, uh, why? And it's kind of because, like I say, I've been doing it so long. I've been doing music since I was two. So like, what else do I do? Everything else too, because I do everything else too. I'm a professional driver. Uh, I'm a professional handyman. You know what I'm saying? So like, you can catch me out here doing like some Ubers. You feel me?
Yeah,
So I do
that's a
everything
fact.
else too, along with the music. So you know, it's kind of and then I make money, but like I make money, so much money doing other stuff too. It to me, it's like, well, it's still kind of like a hobby because I make money off of it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, you know what I'm saying? I make money
That
doing
ain't,
other
yeah,
things
it's
too.
not the
It's hella,
main, yeah.
yeah,
Facts. It's not the main thing. You hear me? So with all that, right? Have you ever backed up from the music? What sound, Chris? I see you. What sound, baby? Have you ever backed up from the music? Be double. You hear me? Does it ever get too much for you? Like you say, you a handyman. You know what I'm saying? You do the call. You hear me? You do whatever it is under the sun. You see what I'm saying? But the music ain't really woo de woo, right? Has it ever gotten too much for you? Have you ever put the pen down? And if so, you heard me. What brought you back to the music? You heard me?
yeah. So I think it's like a writer block thing, stage things.
So
Sometimes
look,
you go
before
through.
you continue, right? What exactly is writer's block, and how exactly do you kind of, I guess, shake back from it? Like, is that like a common in entertainment because you use your brain a lot? Because I hear a lot of people say writer's block, writer's block, writer's block. Could you explain for us, you heard me, what exactly is writer's block, and how exactly do you shake out of it? You heard me?
Hold on, real quick. Hold on.
It's that gas. Damn. Boom. Have it. Hey, back? No. All right. Boom. More technical difficulties. You heard me? But like I say, man, we gonna try and get through the interview. You heard me? I ain't no quitter. You see what I'm saying? Like I say, shout out the comments. You heard me? With I'm Chris. You heard me? I see you. You heard me? I see y'all. But at the same time, me personally, you heard me from going off the question that I asked him. You heard me? I hear a lot of people talk about writer's block. I interview a lot of different genres in entertainment. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people have
Okay, hopefully I still get the better reception.
yeah,
Writer's
you
block.
crystal clear.
Okay, writer's block.
Yeah.
I think that was explained in the question before when you say like, do you put the pen down? I think that's that writer's block. But
You added it.
and my bad for the pause too. I seen the loading for a second, so that kind of threw me off. But yeah, like you know what I'm saying, kind of like when you put that pen down, when you like uh can't think of nothing right now, you kind of like questioning yourself. I feel like whatever your ideas are.
That's
Me,
a fact.
if you ask me, because I don't know everything, but I know how I cope with something like boom. If I feel like damn, I can't think of shit, I start getting different beats, getting more beats, just listen to more.
Fact.
You feel me? I mean, cause
Yeah.
Larry, then what else? What else are you gonna do? Is just get complacent with something else. So since I diversify, I like I just kind of do things simultaneously. If that
That's a
make any
fact.
sense.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You heard me. So at this point of the podcast, you heard me. We're gonna do something that I call each one reach one. You heard me. Give me three upcoming local artists from St. Louis that us in New Orleans and the surrounding area should check out. And I'm gonna give you three upcoming artists from New Orleans that y'all in St. Louis and y'all surrounding areas could check out. You heard me. You want me to go or you want to start first?
Okay. Yeah. So look out for Desi B. That's my natural right there. Uh, look out for Baby Skeet. He making some noise. And
Of course, V double. Of course, V double.
oh yeah, yeah. I thought you was saying just like for the young, you know what I'm saying? Cause like these like, cause I got young niggas. You feel me? Like when niggas say, "Make me put my young niggas on them." You feel me? That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. Them niggas. You heard me? On me. So like, yeah. But yeah. Oh. My nigga Quasi, bro. That nigga doing his thing too. Man, we everybody kind of doing their thing right now. I gotta say because like there's like a whole spotlight on St. Louis right now. You hear me? Like right now, cuz
Mm,
we making a movie too, cuz you know what I'm saying. Y'all look out for that. You feel me? That's supposed to be shooting April 9th, and it's just like a murder drama type shit. You feel me? And you know what I'm saying, everybody just kind of like doing their thing. So I be saluting niggas, dog, because you know I be going around because I be scoping talent too. Because shoot, I be writing songs for niggas. I be trying to help niggas get on too. So I be scoping talent, I be at the shows and shit. I be saluting. I be like, hey, salute y'all niggas, bro, because y'all niggas doing y'all thing now. You feel me? It ain't all about everybody. I guess got the message to put the guns down. You hear me? You
that's a
know what I'm
good thing.
saying? So
That's a good
yeah,
thing.
on
That's a
me.
fact.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Me, if you take from my influence, I'm not the
mm,
person that's against the good because I believe about the Second Amendment. Cause I just like I say, use your head, bruh. Niggas don't even gotta know that you got it.
yeah, it's more of these days it's more of a accessory. You see what I'm saying? Like back when we was doing it, you heard me. It was a need. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it's an accessory for them, and to us it was a necessity. You see what I'm saying? Like we was living in the type of way where you had to have it on you. You see what I'm saying? Or you had to, you know what I'm saying? You had to be with somebody who had it on them. You see what I'm saying? Now I think it's more of a all right, they know they know they gotta have it on them. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody be strapped now. You see what I'm saying? But you know, like you
And
say,
not only
it's
that,
how you
they
do it.
gotta show it too. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like a police got it in the holster. They you know what I'm saying? They keep it in the satchel. Gotta keep you one in the satchel.
that's a fact. That's a fact. So my three, you heard me, is a little nigga named Slim 400. You heard me, real talented young dude. You heard me. Is another dude, Choke the Talk. You understand me? He, you know what I'm saying, come from a solid background, so you could trust what he said when he said, you heard me? And Lil Jizzy, you see what I'm saying? He a youngin', you know what I'm saying, finding himself, finding his way, but he fire, oh, he fire. So y'all should go check them
What did
out,
you
you know what
say
I'm
his name?
saying?
Logistic?
Jizzy, Jizzy Jack.
Jizzy.
Yeah, his name Jizzy Jack. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
from being in the game so long, you heard me, and being in different genres of the game so long, you heard me. Won't you drop some gems on us from the gems that you picked up along the way? You heard me, because you've been in the game over 15 years. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So, um, uh, learn as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? It ain't never gonna hurt you. It's just gonna add to you.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you trying to get into, learn as much about that area as you can. Uh, uh, I learned consistency, bro. Mean everything. If you want somebody to know you for something, just always do it. You feel me? Like, and that's why you even asked me about the music. Like, why you do it? It's like, I don't know. Like a guitar, I just found the guitar somewhere randomly, cause where it shouldn't have been, and like now it go everywhere with me. I'm sorry. You
That's
feel
a
me?
fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. You heard me? So, I asked you what you do it for, right? But ultimately, you heard me? What are you trying to get out this music? You heard me? If you double, you're doing it for the clout, you're doing it for the money, you heard me? You're doing it just to trying to be the best, whatever you could be, you know what I'm saying? You're doing it because of the love. At the end of the day, you heard me? What you doing this music shit for, be double?
Okay. So I'm doing it for all of the positives, and I guess I'm willing to take what come with it. You know what I'm saying? If
That's
you
a
ask me what my goal is, though, I feel like Doctor Evil. $100 billion. Hey,
That's
look
a
on me,
fact.
cuz. Yeah, you ain't never
That's a
seen a pinky watch like that.
that's a
Looking at the
fact.
Bosnians about that time.
You understand me? You heard me? So you spoke on the market in St. Louis. You heard me? Big city, big market. You heard me? But you still perform and produce at a successful level. You heard me? With all of the competition and all of the talent around you, you heard me? How do you plan to keep performing and putting out projects, you heard me, to stay as a successful artist in that big market out there?
I don't know how this stuff happens. That listen, bro, this stuff just happens to me personally. So I would say like, man, if it's for you, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like even like right now, like you asked me why I do it. It's like I said, the random guitar was in the spot where it shouldn't have been. You feel me? So it just finds me everywhere I go anyway. Um, but I be out, like I say, I be scoping for talent too. Cause some people I think don't even see it in themselves, a bigger goal or something that they can accomplish within themselves. So like I could be like, hey, if you say these couple words, you could probably be an influencer. And then they be like,
Mm,
what? You hear me? And then it's a whole rabbit hole that you just gotta climb in that I can just take you to. Can't go through it for you.
that's a fact. That's a fact. You heard me? So from you from the beginning to the present day, you know what I'm saying? What would you give your younger self? What would advice, knowing that you know now, you heard me, be double, what advice would you give your younger self trying to catch your feet in this music thing, you heard me?
Ooh, all right. If you're trying to see validation, talent, like being raw talent and displaying it without having like certain components, it don't make people like validate you. Sometimes it make people like envy. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Like, because other than that, I feel like my younger self will look up at me like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I
yeah,
ain't gonna lie, bro. Man, it be shacking up here. Cause like that's why I say St. Louis is a beautiful city. You just can't come here like just trying to talk to any and everybody because yeah, like stereotypical how you see like a St. Louis, bro, she gonna be like that on me. You
That's a
gotta
fact.
straight
That's a
come
fact.
approach her a certain type of way, and you know what I'm saying.
Mm.
Yeah.
Are you signed or you independent, B double?
We independently, I think, signed to. See, this stuff is complicated, bro. Being indie, bro. So I don't know if I'm like uh getting deals with the platforms now. Cause remember, it was like the labels landing them, and then it was like kind of like, wait, are Spotify's the new labels and shit? And now, like, you know what I'm saying? Now it's kind of like, wait, social media, like, you know what I'm saying? So I
That's a
don't know,
fact.
like, but I know that all my ideas come from me. You know what I'm saying? So like, we got a clothing brand that we working on that TikTok is helping me with. We got a TikTok shop open. You know what I'm saying? I got a few products now, but I got a few products elsewhere that I'm trying to sync now, but it's called Luscious Vanity. So Epic Empire Apparel is my TikTok. So if y'all want to visit the TikTok shop, but all my ideas come from me though. So yeah, we indie. Epic Empire Entertainment, we indie, and we seeking talent. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like when you see me like out on like music reviews and stuff like that, and I be doing my little jokes and stuff, cause yeah, I be getting into stand up and stuff like that too. Yeah, like you know, I'm looking for talent. So
That's a fact. That's a fact. So, what made you take the indie route? You heard me, or is a plan in the near future? You know what I'm saying, or do you plan to stay independent? You heard me. And what made you take the independent route in the first place? You heard me.
that's the starting point. You can't go nowhere but indie first.
His name Vinny Vici. His name Vinny Vici, Miss J. You heard me. We ain't hear you, V. What you said?
Like we was all trying to. Everybody like whenever you was in the hood, they like, yo, you only got two ways of getting out. Cause if you go all the way through school with a 4.0 and be a doctor, or be a basketball player or a rapper. You feel me? So like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like you know what I'm saying, niggas. I guess try to, you know what I'm saying. Like I said before, like I feel like everything that I want to do though, I do it though. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm
That's
saying?
a fact. That's a fact. So you got a new single or project coming out March 14th, right?
Yeah, I
Let's
do
get
got
into
a
that.
song
You know what I'm
coming out.
saying? You know, what how did you figure this was the time to drop a new project? You see what I'm saying? Is it a single or project, you heard me? And what is all about, you heard me?
It's a single and it's called Golden Fly. And basically it's just about like uh being like basically what I said before, like everything you wanted to be, like to me that it's like a secret agent. Like I always looked up to those type of characters. You feel me? Like international man of mystery type deal. You feel me? So
Mm,
yeah, it's kind of like that, and you know, it kind of got like a couple underlying meanings, like you know what I'm saying, like a hitman type shit. You feel me?
that's a fact. You mentioned being a comedian, you mentioned being a ghostwriter, you heard me, you're an artist, you about to be in a movie, you heard me. What all genres of entertainment are you involved in, B?
Um, since it's so many, let's just say, and I ain't talking about I could do them all. I'm just saying it's so many genres out there that it. Let's just say I'm open minded. You know what I'm saying? Anything sound good. Like if somebody trying to do a collab, you know what I'm saying? They come and hit me in my email, whatever, and it's like, yeah, like I'm willing to try if it sound good. I be on Band Lab. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Just doing stuff like whenever I be bored, I be on Band Lab just doing little stuff. And true, I be they got like this thing called fork a song, I guess. True, I be putting verses on people's stuff. You feel me? And they might be some. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but it's like some Ace of Base type stuff,
Yeah,
and that's like
I'm familiar. I used to do
yeah,
band. I used to fuck with band lab too, though. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't quite get the mix down. You see what I'm saying? You know, I know how to record. You know what I'm saying? You know, to move into the things in the proper place in the session. But I couldn't get the mix down right. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it's all about the mix down. You heard me? You can fucking record with a fucking mic tied to a tree branch. You heard me? In the middle of Bourbon Street. You heard me? But if you got that right engineer, he gonna make that motherfucker sound right. You heard me? So I really
clean.
ain't really put no music out off it because of the sound. You know what I'm saying? But speaking of sound, you see what I'm saying? Other than that single, you heard me? What's next for you? You heard me? What you got? I know you said a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need you to repeat that, you heard me? And I'm gonna need you to tell us what music you got out and where we could find it, you heard me?
Okay, so uh, I got some. We probably gonna start saturating with music because I got a few. I got a lot of songs really. I got like 33 songs I think around that much that's out right now, and then like I just got a bunch of songs that like that I'm just ready to start pushing, and then we got other artists that we trying to push too. You know what I'm saying? Like I say that we looking for, and that's not only in St. Louis, that's like international too. So it's just like, yeah, like we got movies, we getting into books, because I be writing. I'm a writer because like ever since I learned how to write, I just never stopped on
It's
me.
a fact.
And I
Fact.
could do the freestyle, I could do the punch in. I tell you, bro, it's got to be something about taste. Like I say, like even with the engineering, like with me, like my DJ just said that too. He was just like, he was like, oh, you probably because like I got a version of like songs that like some of the top engineers in the city did, and then like I got the version that I had touched up. He like he like that's clean. He thought somebody else did it. He was like, oh, you did it. He's like, oh, it ain't like that you know more. It's that you like how you want you to sound. And I'm like, yeah, bro, because from what I learned it's about the volume because like how you like
Mm,
how you record it in and then how you level out them the volume with it and then let that plug like you gotta have good taste though to know like what sound good on what beat. So like it's like producing, like you know what I'm saying, not just making beats. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, we can make a beat. You know what I'm saying? We can get loose. You feel me?
that's a
But
fact.
it's like, yeah, you gotta like really put together a song, and that's why DJ Khaled can exist
That's a
or
fact. That's
people
a
like
fact.
that on me.
That's a fact. You hear me? So you mentioned the some previous projects, you know what I'm saying? And you mentioned the project that's dropping on a single that's dropping on March 14th. You heard me? What all goes into dropping a successful project or a successful single? You know what I'm saying? Take us through that process of dropping a successful project or a successful single. You heard me?
Okay, uh, man. Okay, so everything I guess that you hear, and this is I realized this myself. With the smoking gun, you might think it's a smoking gun. No, it's everything that you hear. You got to really do that and put that into work. So like when they say like, yeah, you got to say it's about the music, but if they say it's like 10% about the mute, 10%. Okay, well don't put 8 in, put the 10% in. You feel me? And
That's a
then
fact.
like when they say put the marketing in, it's like yeah, they say you got to put footwork in. Like when I thought about what marketing was, cause it blew my mind. It basically was this: everywhere you go, let everybody know who you is,
Well,
no
isn't
matter
that
how.
all right?
And then
So wait, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, B double. You hear me? Well, then what's the difference between marketing and promotion? Then you hear me?
okay, so like it kind of like similar, you know what I'm saying? Cause listen. I'm indie, bro. You heard me. So I'm doing
Yeah,
all of the stuff that I know how to do, how I do it. You feel me? And if
that's a
it works
fact.
for me, it's working for me. You feel me? But when you say marketing, I always throw them two together. Who gonna do your marketing and promotion? You feel me? Because
That's a
like they
fact.
kind of similar, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's kind of like a context thing that makes something that
That's a fact.
you know what I'm
Which
saying.
one do you?
Promo. I would say like if you trying to uh if you marketing yourself when you doing promotion like this, you get what I'm saying? Like a promo run at a thing where you doing it to mass people. You marketing. I'm marketing myself. You know what I'm saying? Out here on your promotion,
Yeah,
if that makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah, I mean, to up and coming nigga, it kind of do. You heard me? You know what I'm saying?
I
But
know
I'm
it's
still like,
complicated, cuz, and
yeah,
that's
that's what
the
I'm saying.
hard thing, dog. Making complex stuff simple, cuz that's the hard thing to do.
So let me ask you this, you heard me? You in the big market, right? And you perform at a successful level, you heard me? It's a lot of confusing things about the game, the ins and outs, you heard me, the ups and downs, you heard me? Is it a difficult thing being a successful upcoming artist these days with all the new ways of streaming, you heard me? All the new, you know what I'm saying, the new deals, the 360s, the distributing deals, the actual signing to a label, you know what I'm saying? The background, like you just told us, what all goes into dropping a single and a project. Is it a difficult thing being an upcoming artist these days? You heard me, be double.
Yeah, on me. And I'm gonna put two big concepts together. Boom, like they say, more money, more problems. And like
Mm,
it's like dealing with like say if you were fixing cars, they make sure some of these cars are so complicated you gotta take them to the dealership.
that's a fact. That's a fact. Or
So
they put a
yeah, it's
special kind of
complicated,
lock on
cuz.
it. Yeah, or they put a special kind of lock on it. That's a fact. You heard me. So where you see yourself musically, you heard me. Oh, well, you're not really only involved in the music. You see what I'm saying? Where do you see yourself entertainment wise in 5 years, be double?
Okay, so I guess I'm trying to like get like uh my Denzel on. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to actually own some comedy clubs, but I know I gotta go through the steps of doing that. You know what I'm saying? Get my foot in the door to meeting the right connects on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a musician. You feel me? Like I make beats. I'm a producer. You feel me? Uh, so yeah, I be playing at bars, cause you know what I'm saying. Just cause like I mess with the people, they mess with me. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally go everywhere with my guitar, so everybody in the city know me for the nigga with the guitar. You hear me? So
You
like
know how to
yeah, like
you know
I
how to
just be
play it?
playing.
You know how to play that
Yeah,
guitar?
yeah, on
You know how
me.
to play it?
I mean, on me. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I don't like the two by horn, but yeah, like I learned. Like I ain't gonna say I was like playing for like probably about a year now. And like, yeah, I be doing shows and shit with it. Yeah.
You got enough room to play something for us right now? I know it's bunched up in the car, you heard me?
Yeah. I mean, well, actually, yeah, because it is gonna be bust up. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a
I don't know
fact.
if y'all gonna get it, but we tapped in. You know what I'm saying? So like, I be in different locations because, like I say, boom, I was just trying to make sure I was here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So we can have
yeah.
this little chop it up. You feel me? But like,
I appreciate it.
as when I'm other places, yeah, like we can hop on this. You know what I'm saying? Because like I like building anyway with
Yeah.
problem solving
Marketing. The marketing you was
on
talking about.
me,
That's a
on
fact. You hear me?
me. You
So,
know what I'm saying?
when you get home, you could just like make a reel or just a video or something and tag me in. You heard me? So we could see how you do it when you do it on a guitar. You heard me? So, man, I
On me.
appreciate you dog coming in. You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
Yeah.
you squeezed me in. You know what I'm saying? And you made a way. You heard me? We had some technical difficulty. We had a lot of technical difficulties. You heard me? But we still got through the interview. It was a fire interview. You say you do shows, you say you be with the guitar, everything. You got the single dropping on the 14th, you heard me? It's your time to shine now, you heard me? And promote yourself, you know what I'm saying? Tell the people everything you got out, everything, you know what I'm saying? Shows, projects, which you already got out. You know what I'm saying? What you want them to get in tune, then you heard me, and what you about to do. And it's been a pleasure, dog, and I appreciate you, you heard me? We both made a way to fit each other in each other's schedule, you heard me? And I just think that you think so much of the podcast to you know what I'm saying, make a way out your busy schedule to come fuck with me for a couple of minutes, you heard me? So I appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? Leaving with everything, you heard me? And you've been in this game for a long, long time, you heard me? Before we get out of here, after you do all that, you heard me? Won't you leave some game for the upcoming artists, you heard me? Or the artists that's thinking about stepping in this music shit, and let them know what they're in store for and how they could dodge them obstacles, you heard me? It's your time to shine.
Okay. Yo, it's your boy Venny VICCII. You know what I'm saying? Name start with double O. If you say VICCII, end with the 3 I. Yeah, man. Follow me on all platforms. Epic Empire Apparel is on TikTok. And yeah, man, make sure, you know what I'm saying, y'all use your head, stay focused. Don't let nobody throw you off your square. Stay consistent, man. Do your thing, man, and like do it to the best of your ability. You know what I'm saying? Because you might not think so, but sure, you could be the best that ever did it. On me.
It's P.NUT the General, to know of the podcast. You keep your body clean, man. Yeah.
Being really comfortable with all of that things. You know what you're trying to say. Do what you do, baby.
Yeah, I want congrats. I seen to come up through the mud. You feel me?
Real
Yeah. I'm saying, like I said, I used to be top. I'm one of the ones. When that nigga said he had a phone, his whole joke, man, I'm looking at the screen like preach. Cause I was on the phone with him. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that he getting up there and keeping it all the way funky. He ain't what them little niggas be saying. He ain't cloud chase. He ain't capping. He ain't doing none of that. Like, he ain't trying to make himself look. You know, he let his legacy speak. I like that shit. Like, let your legacy